Right, everything's still a mess at the moment, but gonna get it all put back together today. I just need to get the front anti-roll bar on, the rear anti-roll bar on, and then we're all good to go. Last time I think I was waiting, like at the end of the last video, I was waiting for some new bits to turn up so that I could grind the holes in the new front anti-roll bar because the steering angle bolts won't fit through it. But I've got that now, so we can do that. We can get the front anti-roll bar in, get the rear one in, and then just put everything back together. Got to get all the front bumper and everything back on. But we should be good to go after that. So I want to see what everything feels like, because obviously we've got new anti-roll bars, we've got the new steering rack bushings, and we've got the new shifter springs, got the boost gauge as well that I need to make sure works. The only thing I've not done is the oil sump. I will do the oil sump at some point, but it's not going to be done in this video, and it's not going to be ready for the next drift day. So, with all that said, let's put everything back together once we've got the anti-roll bars in anyway. Let's do them first. Then put everything back together, and then take it for a spin, see what it's like. Alright, so I've just started the car up since we've done all the little mods just to make sure everything works fine, and the first thing I noticed is the exhaust is blowing quite a bit. It sounds a lot louder than it did before, and it's kind of coming from the front somewhere around here. So I think when I've taken that section of exhaust off, the exhaust gasket has got kind of ruined. It was looking pretty crumbly and pretty knackered when I took it off. So I've just been and got a new exhaust gasket, so we'll see if that sorts the problem out. And hopefully it will, and then we can go and take it for a proper test drive and see how everything feels. And also, we're actually making some progress with the hydraulic handbrake now. A lot of people keep asking about this. These new arms are going to go on the rear, and these are ready for the new hub. It's going to go on the rear, or the knuckle, or whatever you call it. That's going to add the option to mount some extra calipers, because that's what we're waiting for at the moment. Obviously, you've got the normal brake calipers there, but we want a separate set of calipers on this side for the hydraulic handbrake to operate, and that's what we're waiting for. So PBM, the people who make the steering angle kit, they're releasing some hubs very soon, like within the next couple of weeks. I've already pre-ordered them, but yeah, they're going to be here within the next couple of weeks, and that will replace the whole rear hub, and it'll have points on it where you can mount extra calipers. So these arms are waiting for that hub to turn up, and then we'll put them on as well. So we've got traction arm and tow arm, because apparently, even though I've already got aftermarket tow control arms, apparently the PBM hub will only work with these tow arms, just because of the way it's designed. They'll only fit with these tow arms, so a bit of a pain because I've already got like 200 quid's worth of aftermarket rear arms on there, but whatever, we'll have to sack them off. Maybe somebody can buy them. Anyone want to buy some tow arms? No? Cool. Right, anyway, let's get on with fitting this exhaust gasket. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty fucking bad. One thing I forgot to mention is that the battery seems to be fucked at the moment. I have to jump start it every day. There we go. Alright, so we're out on the road now that all the mods are done, and the exhaust gasket seems to have solved the exhaust blowing issue. I don't know if you can see on the footage how bad the old one was, but it was horrendous. It was falling apart, so not surprised that was making a noise. But yeah, it seems to be okay now. But yeah, I've been driving it around for the last few hours. I also drove it last night when it was dark and wet. So I've got a bit of a feel for how it handles in the wet and the dry now with all the new mods. And overall, not massively different, I'm going to be honest, which is kind of good in a way, because I was worried that putting these stiffer anti-roll bars on was going to make it like really snappy or really understeery, or like I was just kind of worried that I was going to get that wrong. Not installing it wrong, but just most drifters don't seem to ever mention anti-roll bars, which is weird to me. And a lot of people take the front anti-roll bar off on this car to get a bit more front end grip. So I was kind of worried that putting stiffer ones on the front might make it really horrible and understeery, and putting stiffer ones on the back might make it just really snappy. But it seems to be okay. Obviously I won't know like properly until I actually do a drift day in it. Like, I'm just talking about general road driving and the occasional little slide. But yeah, so far it seems to be okay, which is good, and hopefully on the track that'll help make it a bit flatter, and maybe a little bit snappier in transitions. I don't know if you can hear me as I'm going over this incredibly bumpy road. But yeah, shifter springs, they have definitely made a difference. I don't know if I'd say it's like loads better, like a lot of the people on the forums and stuff said, but it has made a difference. It's made it a bit more
bit more sort of positive as you go into each gear. It's a bit more of a sort of click into each gear. Whether it actually helps for getting into gear or not, I don't know. We'll see. Again, we'll see when I actually go and do a drift day. The boost gauge works. Obviously you can't see that. Maybe I'll try and film that for you. Let's get some boost cam. So yeah, I don't really know if you can see that at all, but it works. It's actually pretty impossible to see it while you're driving, to be honest. So yeah, not the most use, but whatever, it looks cool. Now the PC fan that I put on the oil cooler, that actually works, surprisingly. It doesn't make a massive difference, but I sat like just at idle and the temperatures were going up and up and up, and then flicked the fan on and they started going back down. So it works, it does something. We're only talking like 4 or 5 degrees, but when you've just like done loads of laps on a drift day and then you're back in the queue and you're just stationary and there's no air going through it, it's got to help. It's got to be better than nothing. Even if it's only saving you sort of 4 or 5 degrees, that's better than nothing when it comes to oil temps. So yeah, all of the mods have made little differences, but nothing's ruined it on the road. So let's see. Still slides well. Still slides nicely. It doesn't feel snappy or anything. It's so easy to slide this compared to the M4 and the R8. It's so like, it just loses traction really gradually and comes back in really gradually, whereas the M4 and the R8 is like a sudden jolt when it loses it, and when it comes back, it's really violent. Crap. Yeah, I'm going to be drifting again at Teesside in a week and a bit. I say again, I've not been to Teesside before, but that's the next time I'll be drifting. Which will be the first drift day for like 2 months, so we'll see how that goes. Probably going to take a while to get back into it, but hopefully he'll be alright. But before then, I'm going to be going down to Santa Pod next Wednesday the 8th, to watch a few other people drifting there. Hopefully meet up with a few people that I've chatted to online and stuff, other YouTube channels and Instagram pages and stuff, because I know a few of them are going. I tried to get tickets for it, but unfortunately couldn't get any, which is a pain in the ass because I was booking it, like it's been available to buy for like 2 months for tickets for this Santa Pod drift day, and I went to book it and it sold out as I was booking it, which is really annoying. But yeah, so I'm just going to go down and watch. I'll probably do a video from that, so the next video will probably be Santa Pod spectating, and you can see lots of other people drifting a lot better than I do, so it'll probably be a more interesting video than normal, but we'll see. So yeah, that's it for this one. Sorry it's been a kind of dull video really. There's not really much happened, just finished off a few jobs, and I just thought I'd give a little update that everything's working fine. I'm getting blinded by the sun, and yeah, no issues now that the exhaust gasket has been replaced, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you in the next video, which like I say should be Santa Pod watching other people do skids, so I'll see you there.